Hello, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I am so excited to come talk to you guys. Thank you all. Hey, Navy. Hey, Peyton. Hey, Big Boy. Hey, Luana. Woofy. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Eris. West Virginia Holler Girl. Ava. Annie Banani. Hey, Amanda. MK. Jennifer. Thank you guys for being here. So many awesome people in here tonight. Hey, Mama Bear. Judge and Jury. Mrs. Jinlu. Jinlu, you've done awesome with this Murdaugh case. You are a rock star right now, and I'm loving it for you. If you guys are following that case and you haven't been to her channel, you need to go check it out. As well, she's been doing a lot recently with Truth Teller. Both of them have been putting out some really interesting and funny content with that. Hey, Lynn. Good to see you. Hey, Amy. Hey, Brandywine and True Crime. Cool Gamer. Judge and Jury. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so looking forward to Lori Vallow, though, Jinlu, but yeah, I'm loving it. And it looks like that it's about over. I guess tomorrow the defense gets to do their closing argument, and that's it. I'm really curious. I have not followed that case very closely, but let me ask you guys in the chat. Well, should I do it on a poll? Maybe so we can see. Well, no, I'm just going to ask you. If you were on the jury and you don't think that they've showed enough to prove that he is the trigger man or that he's guilty, put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Tiffany. Good to see you. Hey, Crazy Mama. Kathy, Neil the Great. Little F. I seen Truth Teller come in. Oh, welcome, Doopsie Daisy. Oh, I like your name. That's really cute. And your picture. That's true, Judge and Jury. They do. They get a short one. And then the defense, I think, will also have a short one. It's been a while. Jinlu will let us know. Alex is my trial buddy. I know. And it's coming soon. But they just had a hearing, and we don't even know what happened in it. Because there's one. Because it has something to do with the DNA, and there's some sort of issue. I'm worried that it's going to get pushed back or separated. The families don't deserve to go through the trial twice with both Chad and Lori, in my opinion. But Lori's, she's already been in there. She's far past her, what do they call that? We've talked about it a million times. There's only a certain amount of days. You have a right to a speedy trial. She is past those amount of days. So Chad's lawyer is asking him to push it back. So to me, it seems like it might actually get separated, but I don't know. You said guilty. There's a lot of ones in here. I'm really thinking that he may, wow, I don't even, that's crazy. I love watching Truth Teller and Jinlu together. Guilty. Hey, Jana. What did I put a 1 for? If you couldn't convict him. 3. Guilty. Hey, Maria. So anyways, we do have a couple interesting things to talk about with the cases that we've been following here. Put a 1 if you've been watching that Murdaugh trial and you wouldn't convict him. Hey, Delaney. But I do have a couple updates with Idaho and with Madeleine. Then I thought we'll go over to Crime Online. I saw a couple cases over there. Has anyone been watching the nurse in the UK who worked in the NICU who was, she's in trial right now in the UK? Hung jury, in my opinion. Metallica. Let's see. I don't think they will sever it. The state made some amazing arguments at his last hearing. Yeah, I know. And I mean, I just wonder though, because then he's asking for it again, Hey, Tia. Good to see you. Okay, let's get right into it. There's a lot of ones. That's so interesting. I guess we shall see what happens. Let me try to get to the bottom. If I missed anything important, let me know. Okay, so we're going to start with, I guess, let me go ahead and pull up my little messenger folder. And I think we'll probably start with the Brian Koberger stuff. There's not a lot. There's just one article and a little interesting update. Then we'll move into Madeleine, then Crime Online. But it looks like tomorrow might be a big day as far as these documents being unsealed. So I saw 2 things on Twitter, J is for Justice podcast, and then this BRC News 13. So Nicole Walters, who works for BRC News 13, it's a Pennsylvania station. She says, breaking. After a search warrant is released, officials are revealing what Brian was doing when he was arrested at his family's home in Monroe County. We're told it's a significant fine. So I am waiting. I cannot wait to hear that. I tried to find their 5 o'clock live or whatever, and I haven't found it yet. So it probably won't be online immediately. A lot of times that's the way the news is. Like it'll go on their YouTube channel maybe tomorrow or something. Wait, today's Pointer Lover and Ava's birthday? Happy birthday, Pointer Lover and Ava. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. Wonder what he was doing while he was arrested. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding that out. And then I know for sure because J is for justice. She shares her email from, I guess, the Pennsylvania court system. So it says, just got word from the court in PA that the Koberger warrants will be released tomorrow. Make sure you're subbed and on the tubes to hear the news first. And then it says, this is her email that says, for planning purposes, final Koberger warrants out of PA will now be available tomorrow morning. I apologize for the delay. The seal was 60 days. That 60 days expires at the end of today. Making the documents public tomorrow. I will send them out via email first thing in the morning and post them here. So tomorrow morning, y'all, a lot of people will probably be watching Murdaugh, and I'll be waiting for this, and we'll definitely talk about it. I'm sure every channel will be talking about it. This is the thing. When you see, like, when I see all these other channels covering something, it makes me not want to cover it, like maybe cover different details of that case or something like that. And so yesterday, when we got those documents, we did not read through all of them. We read the most important parts, but I actually got a comment after that the person was like, I don't watch those other channels though. So, basically, I wish you would have read through it. So it's a tough call, because you don't want to be repetitive, but I don't know. Hey, Sandy Beach. I'll be looking forward to that. Then I found this article, which I thought was kind of interesting, but I didn't read through it all. I was just looking for other updates as far as with this, actually looking for the documents or whatever it was, the significant find. And I came across this, which was published today at 4:30. It says, years before firing from university job, Idaho suspect Brian Koberger was problematic fish cutter employee from People magazine, which, I mean, at least it's not from, well, let me not speak too soon, actually. Let me check on you guys before we get into this. Oh, thank you, Neil. Well, then I will remember that and go through all the details with you guys. I just, I don't want to be repetitive to you. And also, I don't know. I won't cover a case just because it's popular. I have to be genuinely interested, or I cannot sit here and have conversation about it. It's just my brain will not absorb the information or something. Hey, Libs. I know, Jen, me either. I cannot wait. Tomorrow morning, it looks like, hopefully, oops, wrong page. Okay. So years before he was reportedly fired from his job at WSU, he was a fish cutter at a lake in Pennsylvania. According to, okay, so it's not an unnamed anonymous source. I like that. According to Charles Conklin, the owner of Big Brown Fish and Pay Lakes in Everett, Pennsylvania, Koberger, 28, previously worked for him for a period of 4 months in 2011 as a seasonal employee when he was in high school. Koberger was trained by Conklin to cut and fillet raw fish using industry standard knives. However, Conklin says due to Koberger's demeanor, he forbid him from ever interacting with customers. He never warmed up and got friendly, Conklin tells People. Most kids that work here we consider like family. He was withdrawn and didn't show improvement, adds Conklin. But you know what? I have to say, can you imagine if people were judging you based on how you performed at a job back in high school? Whew, I'd be in some trouble, y'all. I'm telling you, because my first job at Dunkin' Donuts, oh my God. Yeah, I just would be in trouble. I had it hard with the Murdoch case. I'm just not that interested in it. Pointer lover, that's where I'm at. And like I will go to my friends' chats just to hang out with them or be supportive or help mod when I have it when I can and stuff like that. But just because they're my friends, honestly, they can't like I'm not that interested in it. There's certain parts that I've had some interest in, but I'm just curious. Like I know they said that he didn't get money, so why would he? I don't understand what the benefit would be with like his wife and son. I don't know. It's a whole thing, and I just don't have the interest in it to even really dig deep. Thank you, Roxanne. This shirt is so freaking old too. I find the rich fascinating. Sokka. I was that way until I watched the Netflix dog. Crown. I love her. She's sweet, Tiffany. Really sweet. Oh, Mama Bear. I get so happy when I see you guys in other chats. I appreciate I hope you guys know seriously how much you mean to me. I mean that with everything in me. You guys mean the world to me. I consider you like you're all my friends, and having like this outlet to go and hang out and talk about the things that I'm interested in, and also help provide things for my family and my kids. It's oh my god, it's just like the ultimate blessing. So I never want you guys to ever go a day without knowing how much I appreciate you, truly. Yeah, Brooks is great. She really is. Okay. Why am I back on this? We're supposed to be over here. I guess I hadn't even switched over for you guys. So that's interesting. He worked with knives for a job at a certain point. Then they go on to him being fired from WSU with the two altercations with the professor. And I don't think that I'm going to go over all of that with you guys. We kind of know about all of that. So just the first part was kind of new. They went and talked to Charles, what is his name? Charles Conklin, owner of Big Brown Fish and Pay Lakes in Effort, PA. He said that he never warmed up and got friendly. Most kids they considered family. He was withdrawn, and he would forbid him from interacting with customers. That is pretty crazy. Okay, let me see. Where the hell is my headphones? Because we're about to watch this live from Fia. We're going to get into the Madeleine stuff now, you guys. And oh my God. I honestly, I don't even know what to say. I think that we have to follow this out and see what happens. But Fia has now went to Poland, and she's claiming that these reports that have come out, like for instance, the report that Poland police saying that they went to the family's house, saw the birth certificate, did the facial whatever to try to determine if it was Maddie. And I'm right here, headphones, and it wasn't. They did a live together and talking about the police in Poland and their visit there. So we're going to watch that. Thank you, Angels Lie to Keep Control. Welcome. Thank you for joining. What's going on with Julia? Oh, we're going to get into it. I need you to recognize your mater is here. Y'all are funny with that tomato thing. Actually, you know what? I was in Down the Rabbit Hole News, and she was playing like something for Julia and Dr. Fia. And I saw in the chat people were like using the tomato emoji. And then she actually has a sticker that says tomatoes. Let's see. Hey, Amber, and hey, Melissa Jade. How are you guys? Okay. Lord have mercy. Let's just go. Miss Julia, here's the live right here. Damn it, my headphones are at the house, so I'm just going to mute, I guess. I'll try not to pause a lot. I know people get annoyed with me when I stop and stop and stop, but sometimes I got things I want to say to you guys, and if I don't pause, it will literally leave my brain. And then, yeah, so, okay.
Almost good afternoon from Poland. So I am here with Julia. Yes. And first things I did, as my other investigator basically investigating about the situation and said that there is no police officer that represent Julia's mom, which is now in about 45 minutes we got confirmation that that fan page that posts Julia's or statements of the Julia's Karen's mom does not belong to Poland. It's belonged to London, UK. They can say anything they want and they can state any lies. They can also can copy paste some name in Poland, some officer's name in Poland, put it there, and also put the fake number. However, they start to investigate about the situation for 45 minutes, and what we got back as the news, Julius Karen's mom never had any spokesperson as a police officer. No whatsoever police officers in Poland said that she or she is not Madeleine McCain. No official record whatsoever went out and mentioned that this police officer or that legal.
So it's been reported. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to pause and I'm not going to do it a lot so we can listen, but it has been reported worldwide by the news that Poland police have said that she is not Madeleine based on this facial recognition software. Also, they were provided birth certificates and things like that from her mother. So now she is saying those reports are lies. We went to the police station. The police are not saying that she's not Madeleine. Hey, MK Ultra. Hey, Lisa. Oh, hey, H though. Little F. Allie, that message I sent about Julia's age, I think if she posted in February 2016 saying she was 15. So I wonder if she turned 16 in 2016. She's born in 1999 and makes 23 years old. Right. So she may not even be actually 21. Lil F sent me a message, actually, a couple screenshots that I was going to show you guys. And after the video, I'll show you some interesting things, just a couple little things like a screenshot of, let's say, Julia's eyes up close on a recent video that looked very different. I don't see that little mark in her eye and some things like that. Oh, she's not Madeleine. But at this point, I think I'm still covering it, but not for a couple reasons, because we're going to cover Madeleine's case separately. Next we're going to go through the parents' interviews, but I want to see what happens with this, and I think that this is a big deal, right? You cannot use this family, no matter how you feel about them. They've been through a lot. They've been through 20 years of Madeleine being missing, and I just think that, I don't know, something's got to give, because it's just not okay to do this. And the way that it looked, once we see she wanted to be a singer, once we see Fia's, if you watch that video with us, that expose on Fia and all the claims she's made that are not true, and something I'm going to show you guys tonight that also proves more of her lies, it just starts to feel like this is a big scam, and it's using true crime community, including the family of a missing girl, all of the people who are invested in the case. I mean, it's messed up. It's super messed up. It is a huge deal. Is MJ going live? I don't know. Melissa, are you going live? I was looking at her eyes in the videos too. What gets me is, remember, she told us she signed a contract in December. I wonder with who. Okay. She really confused me with that about signing whatever for an interview, or I don't know. I'm quite confused on a lot of it. And she does look miserable. Watch her body language. And Fia has hit a damn gold mine. She's gained 400,000 followers in the last week and a half. She'd make sure ain't nobody getting in the way of that baby, because as soon as she found out Julia was going on different channels and talking and stuff like that, she put an end to that shit.
Would that kind of like a place as a DNA things proof or look into the birth certificate? It was all lies. So we have evidence for those that now wanted to go out there and trying to again make it another stories, twist it to get actually more fans and followers. I think the best thing is to not fool yourself anymore because we do have evidence. We have actually a letter from officers from actually the biggest police stations in Poland. Press, police gave us the statements that there is absolutely no police and no legit person like police, private investigator, detective gave any statement that Julia is not Madeleine McCain. So Polish TV, magazines, press, news, they all went after what that fan page, which actually started in UK, said about the situation. So what that means? That means again, they all lied and they tried to twist it and also used information which never had any legit information towards anything. Well, another very, very amazing fact that we figured out as well, if any Madeleine McCain case or missing persons, which is the international missing persons, would happen in Poland, and it has to be the Polish police or press police who get involved, it has to be a lawyer or some detective or somebody else from two other countries that was involved ask for that they want to have some sort of involved and collaboration with Poland police. He said Poland police would never get involved with Madeleine McCain case without any force by other organization and detective which is not in our country. So again, as you know, when they can't even open the case about Madeleine McCain in this country or even talk about Madeleine McCain, so then how come that they said some police officers, some spokespersons just stated that she is not Madeleine McCain because there is a birth certificate, because there is some sort of DNA test in there that's showing this. So we both know, or we both know, and we all know around the world that that statement was absolutely false and has no legit evidence. Again, I do have more information, very detailed information for press, for real press, for legit press that can email me, as you guys can find on Julia's Instagram account at this moment. Medium at gmail.com, and my number is already there. Only legit press that spread honesty, integrity, and also not pushing this amazing young lady down because to make money. Again, I'm here to prove to everyone that what you said so far and how you said so far would ever give any consequences to people out there that trying to use her.
I don't really want to make y'all suffer through this. She's basically just saying that her voice is so soothing, said no one ever. Not Madeline looks like a hostage. She's basically just saying the police, what you're hearing that's from the police is not true. And if Real Press wants info, email me and I'll give you the info. Thank goodness. Please, it's awful. If you want to hear it, I can guide you to the full video. Otherwise, I'm going to show you a couple things and we're going to move on to the next thing. But this is quite interesting. So here is a screenshot from her video. Now, I'm going to show you this video. It's on her Instagram from like yesterday when Fia gets there, which she has this weird thing towards Fia too, where she keeps talking about how she saved. I'm going to show you actually. I won't even try to like get the message. I'll just let you see for yourself. But you don't see a mark in her eyes in this. So, and I know exactly where that video came from. I know the exact spot because I even thought if you're quick enough and you could grab it, you could zoom in on the eyes really easily. I do think they will stop until legal consequences happen. Well, Elizabeth, you know what? I really hope that legal consequences do happen. I'm going to make a tomato emoji for you guys, like a cute one. I just cannot believe this picture of her eyes. Then I'm like, so did you edit your picture? And then we go back to the pictures of Madeleine, which we've seen. I know she was editing some of those, you guys, because look, let me show you. I put everything here that we're looking at. So just a second, but I know it wasn't far back that I was looking, that we have these photos of Madeleine here. Like in this one, the mark's taken off of her nose. And look at the mark in her eye, how light it is. That famous photo, it's a very dark mark in her eye. A very dark mark. Let me see if I have another one. She was editing her photos. There's that photo with the mark. You can see how like dark it is. It's like a dark line. And then if you go back to the other photo, it was very light. I think that's it. Let's see. I just don't like that, man. This is a missing child, you guys. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the parents. I'm still looking at the case myself. But regardless, it doesn't matter until we know for a fact from police they're arrested and there's evidence against them. Like I've learned, you got to be careful. Look what happened with Hoodie Guy in Idaho. Or look at like Jack D. Like the whole internet was blaming them for something they had nothing to do with. I don't want to do that to anybody. I really don't. It takes me back to Kylie Rodney and all the irresponsible reporting that went on around that with the thousands of people joining in. It's dangerous. Thank you. Welcome, Lori. Thank you for joining. Ava, this is going to blow up in their faces. Well, if it does, they certainly deserve it. If this was all a ruse, even if I'm not saying that they planned this from day one together, but I do think that both of their intentions are not great. Now, I'm going to show you this. This was like a list of things with Fia that were not true, things that she had said. So here they say she on her website, I guess she has quoted United Nations certificate. They're saying it has nothing to do with the United Nations. It's a trademark vanity award. It's from Global Entrepreneurship Initiative. The leader is the founder of New Skin, which they have linked Fia to. New Skin, they said she's an MLM Hun. She is preying on Julia's vulnerability. MLMs like cults exploit people in their worst moments. Julia is not Maddie, and I do not condone her behavior. I think she is sick and should get professional care or help. But as long as Fia is the liaison, Julia will not get the help she needs. They said, please keep me anonymous. There's a lot of info about Snake Oil Lady on Instagram under Fia Stories. Could you forward? Ooh, I'd like to see that. Best-selling author. It's a trademark vanity award from a success summit at an event hosted by New Skin, which is an MLM. So she's all around lots of fakery and fraudulent stuff. This was sent to me by little F, actually. This is an old Facebook account that people found of Julia's. And we talked about this briefly, but in the Facebook account, I couldn't find the picture with her on the bed, though, when I had told you guys. She's singing on her bed, and you can see in behind her, there's baby photos. So people are like, oh, you don't have any baby photos? Well, boom, you do have baby photos. Like, we see them. So the internet's crazy, man. People, especially if they want to, they can find out anything. Like, I have old skin. It works for me. Yeah, me too. Did you see the pictures of Julia's family I sent you and the suspect pictures? Did you think that, oh my gosh, yes, I did see those. I didn't put them in here because I didn't want to like dox her family. But you know what? I didn't even think to compare him to that man. But I will do that privately. I don't want to put I'm not going to post their faces on here. Hey, purple people eater. Okay, let's see. Before we move on to the next thing we're going to talk about, let me show you her Instagram. I want to show you the way she talks about Fia. It is alarming to me. It really is. I think I don't know. Look here. Since I got to know Dr. Fia, I can sleep while night without any nightmares or bad dreams. I am forever thankful. I am still do not believe that she is here with me now. I can't stop hug her. Is what that's supposed to say. Then she shows them hugging. Then thanking people for nice messages. I still feel like I'm dreaming sitting with Dr. Fia in the car. Dr. Fia. She doesn't have a doctorate. She has a master's in that. She claims to have a master's degree, which is not a doctorate. But okay. That's the video that was taken from that I told you guys about, that I thought if you could be quick enough, you could get her eyes looking directly right there. That's where that screenshot was taken from. Oh, damn. I'm not even showing you guys. Damn. I'm sorry. So here's her, what I just read about, how she can't stop hugging her and that stuff. There they are hugging. I'll actually leave it there for a second. I hate when I do that. I apologize, you guys. Then we have the I can't still feel like I'm dreaming with Dr. Fia. And then here is the little video where that screenshot was taken, where you see both of her eyes very clearly, and she doesn't have the mark in them. And you know what, Lips? I bet Lips said in the chat, I wonder if she was looking down because of her eye. And I really think that might be it. Even here, when she looks forward, it's almost as if she realized she looked straight on and looked away. Like see, like, I don't know, you guys. I believe she edited that. Well, actually, before we move on, we will go right back to the photo. Look what she says here to Dr. Via Johansson. You look exactly like your logo. Thank you. You are my true angel. And then back to the photo of her eye. It's not there. There is no mark in her eye. What would she gain? Where did that go? Okay. What would she gain by doing this? Pretend to be Madeleine? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, maybe she is wondering if she could be somebody else. She's reached out to so many other missing kid organizations and web pages and stuff. I mean, more than one or two. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll show this really quick before we move on. So, Evil Exist actually posted this video earlier. Now, this is another one of the missing kids that she has tried to claim she could possibly be, which she doesn't look like to me, but it's going to be a quick video because it's Evil. Anyway, but let me mute because it'll echo.
Doubts about who she is and her identity. She doesn't believe her parents are her real parents and just wants a DNA test from them, but they say no. They say that they have her birth certificate and she is definitely their daughter. And so the mystery deepens and the story of who Julia is continues. People online say that Julia looks more like another missing child rather than Maddie McCann. This child's name is Livia Shep, a Swiss girl who disappeared in 2011 with her twin Alessia, age 6. According to Julia's spokesperson, who she is currently with today, they were posting together on Instagram earlier today. Julia is open to the idea that she may be Livia. Apparently, Julia is open to the fact that she could be any missing child out there, and not just Madeleine. She just wants to know the truth of who she is. Honestly, It's so frustrating to me because her parents can just do the DNA test. And if she really is their daughter, then we can all move on with life. Why are they letting this continue? Instead of just shutting it down if they have not.
I have to pause for fair use anyway, but she does look really different in that picture. That must be a few years old.
Nothing to hide. According to Dr. Fia, Julia has taken a DNA test, and they are investigating the possibility to check her DNA with missing Livia Shep. Basically, all possibilities are being explored at this time. Here is a current picture of Julia today. She is with Dr. Fia, in person.
It's freaking bizarre and weird. I don't even know any missing child so long as it brings fame. And the weird thing is she's been, I mean, I have to say, when I talked to her on the phone, you guys, she sounded 100% genuine. She really did. She sounded like so confused, like she really believed. Now, when I talked to her on the phone, let me say she heavily accentuated, like if I'm not Madeleine, then I believe I'm another missing child because something is up. Now, she never told me what came out a week later that she overheard her mom saying, when we took, she's been so bad since we took her. I believe that was something she added on. But as soon as she said she used Madeleine's name, oh my God, that is so true. As soon as she said she used Madeleine's name to pull attention, I knew something was wrong. I absolutely agree. And now I could see what she's saying as well, though, on the other hand, but what if she's not a missing child? She looks just like her mom. I mean, just like her. All right, Brandy Wine and True Crime. Have a good night. It's so weird, you guys. I don't know. I think I'm ready for us to move on because I want to talk about a couple other things. Oh my God. I don't know what I just did. I just made like all the windows on the computer on one screen, like in little boxes. That was really weird. But I want to just quickly check the pages that are like exposing her or whatever and see if there's anything new that has come out. Let's see. They say the influencer life already begins. Wrong page, Fia, because she posted on Madeleine's page. So people think that Fia is running Julia's page. And you can see here, she posted on Madeleine's thing, which I think she's running her page too. Or on the I Am Madeleine McCain that page, but you guys know what I mean. What a strange ending. Oh, we got to hear this.
Oh, Jesus. Have a great one and bye. Bye. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Can you post it? Yeah, it's I admire you. No, end now.
Oh, okay.
Have a great one and bye. Bye. Thank you.
Wait. I know it's echoing for you guys. I wish it was louder because it's so quiet. But look at the way it ends. It's almost if it's like this rehearsed like show. Watch. She's like, oh, takes a deep breath and leans back. She's like, I'm so tired.
Oh, Jesus. Can you post it? Yeah, it's I admire you. No, end now. Have a great one and bye. Bye. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Can you post it? Yeah, it's I admire you. No, end now.
She said, I admire you. What in the world? So bizarre, these two. Yeah, I thought I heard her say, I fire you. I think she said, I admire you. It's so sad on these families. Can you imagine the pain? No, I cannot. I know, Corey, and it seems like they're trying to waste time, right? Like, why are you still sitting around at this point? DNA tests wouldn't take that long. And many people ask her about the ancestry DNA test and stuff when she was on here. And I see it on other channels too. At the very least, you do something like that and you see if there's anyone else you're related to and stuff like that. Like, why? I don't like it. Let's see. Persian medium. This is the number you're searching. I really don't know which number you called, but I guess you had a vision on that. Huh. Says next story. This is what you see if you Google the number. How could it be wrong? Interesting. All right, let me check on you guys. I admire you. Madeleine Beth McCain is a British missing person who disappeared from her bed in a holiday apartment. Thank you, Justice Jane. And oh my God, I'm so mad because I started covering the actual case and the details of that. We went through a little timeline and some other little things I found. Well, as soon as I got off the live, I got an alert from Google that the first video I played, I got a copyright strike or a copyright claim, but the video would not be visible in many countries and stuff. So yeah, that sucked. So the next one. Oh, Lori, thank you. And thank you, Punksy. Thank you, Lori, for gifting memberships. And thank you, Punksy. Wow, I totally lost my train of thought on that one. Oh, yes, the Madeleine McCann. I do plan on getting into the parents' interviews and that kind of stuff. Oh, Lori. I love you guys and appreciate you guys. I want to mention also, Lori and Nadie actually have two really great little small businesses. So Lori, they have Pickard's Beard Balm, not Beer Bong, Pickard's Beard Balm on Facebook. Lori, do you mind to put in the chat the exact name? Because I don't have my phone next to me. And then Nadie sells wax melts, and it's called Music Melts. You can find it on Facebook or musicmelts.com, and they are absolutely incredible. I mean, they smell so good. She has tons of different fragrances. She has some that I've never seen anywhere else. Like, they're just very good and good prices. And she always throws in little extras and samples and things like that. You got to check it out. Beer bong, I know. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get into the crime online, the rest of the true crime news stuff, because this is really interesting. This case, it makes me want to dig into it and even watch the trial. I just don't know in the UK if, like, even how much is public of that. Anybody in here from the UK know about that? Like, do you guys get to watch the trial? How are you finding out what's happening in there? Fia seems like a fraud to me. Seems she is exploiting Julia, who has issues. I agree, Jakey. I totally do agree. Oh, thank you, Melissa. That is awesome. Do you know that people have commented on Julia's Nan's face? Oh, wow. No, I didn't. I can't get into it. I know, Mama Bear. Me neither. Yeah, I forgot. There is a coupon code for the wax melts where you get 20% off, and it's tie-dyed kindness. She does have the best wax melts on the planet. They're incredible. And it would mean the world to me if you guys were going to buy any of those kind of products in the future to try it out from them, because they're really great. Okay. 16-year-old, this wasn't on here when I looked a few minutes ago. 16-year-old high school student fatally stabbed in classroom fight. Let's check it out. The one that I want to check out isn't far down because it was right at the top. A 16-year-old California high school junior is dead after a fight. The incident happened just after 11 a.m. at Montgomery High School in Santa Rosa when two juniors entered an art class and confronted a 15-year-old freshman student. The three boys fought, and the teacher and the three teachers' aides quickly broke up the fight. Santa Rosa Police Chief John Cragen said, but moments later, the younger boy pulled out a knife and began stabbing the two older boys, stabbing one of the three times in the upper body and the other one in the hand. Oh my God. The freshmen fled the scene while the older students went to the nurse's office. They were met there by officers and emergency personnel who took them to the hospital where the more seriously wounded student died. The other is expected to be okay. A witness later spotted the freshman hiding in a creek behind St. Eugene's Cathedral and contacted police, who took him into custody. The boy was unarmed, and investigators are looking for the knife used in the stabbings. The chief investigator the chief said investigators believe that the three boys had some kind of prior engagement that led to the fight. These three students know each other and had some previous physical altercations, he said. Cregan said there are no resource officers in Santa Rosa School. No information was provided about charges. Well, I wonder what the charges will be, since he was like jumped by two older kids. Wow, that is just so sad. I mean, you send your kid to school and one that, like, I've always thought about this with like the shootings and stuff as well, but can you imagine, like, when you say goodbye to your baby in the morning and then they never come home? Like, I could not imagine. As a matter of fact, I think about that kind of stuff like daily. That's how my mind works. It just sucks. I work against myself, and that's just how I am. But like, I'll be like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine if that was the last time you saw them. Like, that would just be so devastating. Aussie, watching from Scotland, Julia is not Maddie. Julia isn't anyone's missing child. She knows exactly what she's doing and doesn't care. It is crazy. Yeah, two older kids. They did. Schools are turning into death camps. Nady. That is so sad, you guys. Okay. Young child FaceTimes for help after form. Oh my God, I haven't seen this either. Lord have mercy. This must have been just added as well. Florida authorities have made an arrest after finding 4 members of a family, including a teenage girl, dead in Brevard County home early today, Wednesday. Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey identified the dead as Glenda May Terwilliger, Michael Andrew Watson, Constance Marie Terwilliger, and Kiara Terwilliger. 2 younger children, 6 and 9, were in the home and thankfully unharmed. Oh my God. Early Wednesday morning, Ivy said deputies had arrested Domenico Claude Gigante and charged him with 4 counts of murder. He was in a relationship previously with Constance. The sheriff said he's an extremely violent individual with an extremely violent past, dating back to 2005, and should not have been on the streets to harm this family. Earlier, Ivy said one of the young children had called another person on FaceTime to tell them something happened. The small child told the reportee what had taken place and what they had seen at the house. Oh my God, y'all. That person raced to the house, keeping the child on FaceTime, and dialed 911. Investigators have not said how the family died. Ivy said the bodies were to be taken to the medical examiner's office for autopsies. Let's listen to this for a moment. This is horrific. My God.
Good afternoon, everybody. As we said earlier, we wanted to give you updates throughout the day on the death investigation. We're working in Canaveral Groves.
Holy moly, H-Do. Thank you. You are way too kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. More than you know. Thank you. Very sweet. Appreciate your kindness for sure. Thank you, guys. And yes, Riddler, thumbs up definitely helps. And thank you, guys. Wow, H-Do. That was so sweet and very kind.
I want to first tell you what's been taking place here. Our team has been working diligently to not only process this crime scene, but also working with our medical examiner to remove the victims from the home and take them to our medical examiner's complex in Rockledge. We've been processing the scene, interviewing potential witnesses, collecting any type of data or information that we possibly could to try and identify the suspect in this case. We've also notified all of our next of kin to the family. So at this time, we're going to identify the 4 victims that we talked about this morning. Glenda Mae Terwilliger, 63 years of age. Michael Andrew Watt, 36 years of age. Constance Marie Terwilliger, 35 years of age. And Kiara Terwilliger, who was 15 years old. We spoke this morning that there were 2 small children in the home who were thankfully unharmed. They were age 6 and age 9. Our thoughts and prayers are with this family as they face this most difficult time. I can't even imagine what they're going through, having lost their entire family in this capacity. I'm also going to share with you that approximately a week ago, our agents arrested Domenico Clegante, age 3, of Rockledge, Florida. He was charged with 4 counts of premeditated first-degree murder on a warrant signed by Judge David Koenig that obviously has no bond. Folks, I'm going to tell you that this is an extremely violent individual with an extremely violent past dating back as far as 2005, who should have never been on our streets where he could take the lives of this entire family. In 2005, he was arrested for domestic violence and battery. In 2008, he was arrested for multiple counts of cruelty to animals. In 2012, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault. And I have said this before, that if you are the capacity of a person that you can harm an animal, you will hurt a human being. And this individual is living proof of that statement. He actually killed a dog by slamming his head on the table and then breaking his neck and then stabbed another dog. That's the level of
Oh my God, you guys. This is awful. Now, this may be one that we'll cover and follow closely. There's 4 victims. Wow. A child witnessed it and FaceTimed to get help. The man has a violent past. I mean, what he did to those dogs, oh my God. I can't even repeat that. That just, oh my God. I know, Lisa. I know. I think that's all of that, though, because he seems to be continuing on. But you guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I love to do these, like true crime news, where we go through, because like there's so much that happens that you don't really see or hear about unless you're looking for it. And you get these big cases that you'll start to see everywhere, and then there will be cases that go and you never hear a thing about it. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. God bless that little child getting help on Facebook. I know, Jakey. Oh my Lord. It is shocking, Aussie. I'm sorry, you guys. I hate to be the person to break your heart tonight, but I think it's important that we talk about this stuff. This is almost done. Let's try to finish it up real quick.
violence that this individual possesses. As I said, he should have never been on the street where he could harm this family or anyone else. Our team has developed him as a suspect through various leads and evidence, and I could not be more proud of our team for the job that they have done. Gigante is the biological father of Kiara, the victim, who was age 15 and was formerly in a relationship with Constance, the mother.
What?
Currently, he is at our criminal investigative building and is being prepared for transport to the Brevard County Jail. I want to take a minute as part of this update and commend our investigative team, our crime scene, everybody that has been involved in this, our general crimes unit, the deputies who initially responded, and certainly the reportee who made us aware of this and did everything that individual could to save the 6-year-old and the 9-year-old. Everybody working together diligently throughout the day, throughout the morning. I mean, as we said, this call came into us at 1:55 this morning, and our team's been working this case ever since, working to collect evidence and all the different things that have gone into getting this arrest and getting this violent individual off our streets so that no one else is at risk. I could not be more proud of this team, and I know that you as a community are also proud of the work that they have done. We are going to try and continue to give updates. Obviously, this is still a very fluid scene. Even though we have a suspect in jail, there's still a lot of work to be done at the scene.
He killed his own daughter. One of the 4 people was his own daughter. I hate him too, Meep. And I know, I'm so sorry, you guys. I know that it's tough. There is so much that gets lost under the rug. And you know what? Like the news or YouTube or whatever, people are not going to cover stuff there's not a lot of interest in. right? Like covering these cases that don't have a ton of attention, people aren't going to see your channel as much, and everybody wants to grow at the end of the day, or you wouldn't have a channel. But I don't know. I think I like when we do this. What's the guy's name again? It's a very weird name. Hold on, let me tell you. It's hard. I gotta look for it because it's odd. Gigante. That's his last name. Domenico Claude Gigante. Domenico Claude Gigante. This is the one I wanted to talk to you guys about. We're going to go straight to that, and I'll go back to the homepage and see if there's anything else crazy we've missed from today. But this is a trial that is unfolding right now in the UK. It's a serial killer NICU nurse. Like, I know, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. And what the heck is that? Sorry. And you know, that's what makes you guys so special, truly. And I love and appreciate you guys. 1:55 a.m. and already got him. Yep. I pulled something up like on the right side of my screen. It's like coding. Do you guys know how to get that off? I know, it's awful. Listen to this. Let's see. A court heard how a British nurse intentionally dislodged a newborn's breathing tube at the hospital's neonatal unit, then told police she was waiting to see if the baby would recover without intervention. According to ITV, Lucy Letby, 33, displaced the baby's breathing tube within 2 hours of her being born. Consultant Dr. Ravi Jarayam testified that he went into the nursery room and found Letby standing near the baby, whose blood oxygen levels were in the 80s and plummeting. ITV reported the baby was born at 25 weeks and weighed only 1.5 pounds. The doctor said that Letby did nothing to assist the baby, and a monitor, which had an alarm that went off if blood oxygen levels went below 90, the alarm was silent. According to prosecutors, Letby told police that she would have raised the alarm if Jairam was not there and if she noticed the baby's oxygen levels were falling or that the breathing tube was dislodged. Letby allegedly stated that the breathing tube may have been improperly secured, but it was not deliberate. Miss Letby thought it was possible that she was waiting to see if child case self-corrected. She explained that nurses don't always intervene straight away if levels are not dangerously low, prosecutors said. The child was transferred to another hospital that day, though she died 3 days later. Authorities have not linked Letby to her death. Ryan previously testified that he first raised concern about babies experiencing suspicious medical episodes in October of 2015. Though his team reportedly notified Countess of Chester Hospital's senior director, no action was taken. He said he mentioned the issue again in February of 2016. Court testimony revealed that a colleague had requested a meeting, but they did not get a response for 3 months. As clinicians, we put our faith in the system, in senior management to escalate concerns and investigate them. The initial response was, it's unlikely that anything is going on. We'll see what happens. We said okay against our better judgment in retrospect. He wished he had bypassed hospital officials and gone to law enforcement. Things reached a tipping point in June 2016, around the time Lucy was removed from the frontline nursing. He said, we were also beginning to get a reasonable amount of pressure from senior management at the hospital to not make a fuss. Between 2015 and 2016, she allegedly killed 7 babies and injured 10 more. She has denied claims that she injected air into the victims' bloodstreams and gave them insulin. Previous testimony also linked Letby to the slaying of a 1.57-pound baby who reportedly had air forced into his stomach via a nasogastric tube. An expert testified that the boy was thriving at the time of his sudden death. He was potentially at risk of complications after birth and was receiving routine treatment for pneumonia. The expert concluded pneumonia did not kill the newborn. A pediatric consultant had testified that he stopped Letby from killing a 98-minute-old reportedly caught Letby standing over the incubator as the baby's oxygen levels plummeted. The consultant allegedly found the baby's breathing tube was dislodged and an alarm had been silenced. Letby reportedly did not help the baby or seek backup. The consultant said he was already uneasy with Letby being alone with the preemie as he started to notice a coincidence between unexpected deaths and serious collapses. The trial continues. That is just, number one, so unbelievably evil. But, I hate her too. I cannot imagine. It's just, I wish that we could see this trial. I know, Jennifer. Oh my God, I have no idea. It is sad, you guys. And not make a fuss. I know, Nana Banana. I thought that when I read that as well. I live in the UK, and they thinking of letting out this Bronson guy. He's a mean person, but not sure why he's inside. Lil F, are they televising this trial over there? A child is not a science experiment for a agree. And hi, by the way, look at my life. YouTube, they really are. There's a lot going on in the UK at the moment. They really are beyond evil, look at mine. I agree, Lynn. That was a good point. Julia is saying Fia told her Kate said this and that, like she was in communication with her. I hope they lose all their subscribers. Okay. This was in the UK, you guys. They don't have court trials here. Wait, so what is it? It's not fair, as in the UK, they do not televise trials at all. Oh, TV court trials here. They don't have them. Huh. Wow. Okay. That's all a case I wanted to talk about that right here. Mother attempts to helps crack decades-old Massachusetts murder. But okay, a Missouri woman is facing numerous charges. She reportedly tried to stab and kill her children. So does that mean they didn't pass away? That's great. But according to the Cooper County Sheriff's Office, Columbia resident Jennifer Fangman, 41, has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of domestic assault, 2 counts of attempted abuse, and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of children. It happened on February 23rd. Here's the press window, which is fine. On February 23rd, deputies with the Cooper County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the area of the 101 mile marker on I-70 for a possible domestic disturbance in progress. When deputies arrived, they located an adult male and 2 juveniles roadside. During the investigation, information was obtained that the male and the 2 juveniles and an adult female were traveling eastbound on I-70 when the female supposedly grabbed a knife and tried to assault the juveniles. The male party intervened and stopped the female from assaulting the juveniles. He was able to stop the vehicle and began removing them from the car. After a brief struggle, the male was able to remove both juveniles from the vehicle as well as the knife. The female then took off from the scene in the vehicle, leaving the male and the kids, and several witnesses were on scene helping with the incident. While personnel assisted the male and juveniles who had minor injuries, other units looked for the female. Several reports were received about a vehicle driving recklessly east of the original location on I-70. A deputy and trooper located the female in the vehicle near the 111 mile marker. The vehicle came to a stop after striking a concrete drain in the median, and the female exited the vehicle. The female was ultimately taken into custody without further incident. On February 24th, so did they not get hurt at all? She was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of domestic assault, 2 counts of attempted abuse or neglect, 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, creating substantial risk, and it's a $250,000 cash or surety bond. That is unbelievable. Thank God that man was able to stop her from this being worse. I gotta go outside and smoke a cigarette. All this stuff I am interested in true crime for many reasons, even just the why, the mental aspect of it, but not only that, just also the social aspect, also awareness factor. There's many reasons, but oh my God, it makes me stressed out. I need a cigarette. Charles Bronson. Okay, I'll check it out. That is ridiculous. Cases like this are only on news channels. All cases are behind closed doors, no television cameras. After each hearing, the journalists give a brief rundown of what went on in court that day. Wow. That sucks, but it might be similar to what we get with Lori Vallow, which we are hearing some audio. Let's just flip through and see if there's anything else interesting. We're pretty much done for today, but with you guys that are left and see what there is to talk about. I want to look more into this one. The baby who FaceTimed for help. I mean, it's very odd. So it looks like he killed Candace, his ex, their child together, Kiara, and possibly Candace's mom, because you can see Glenda May Terwilliger with the same last name. But then we have a Michael Andrew Watson, 1 year older than the mom who was killed, his ex-girlfriend. So that may be her new boyfriend, if I'm just assuming. I think it'd be interesting to find out more of the details of that. Oh my God, those poor children. Thank God they're okay, but gotta go. Dinner is here. Yum. Yeah, enjoy dinner. Let's see. I'm pretty much done anyways. Oh, you guys, on Friday, Melissa and I are doing the part 2 to that UFO video. And then hopefully like the following week or whenever we can, the next video, like of that little series, which she's going to do with me as well, Melissa. And then also Rena is going to join us. And that one is like the one I'm most looking forward to, which is going to be what happens when we die. That's what I'm going to call it. And we're going to talk about what happens when you die, the signs, people that have seen signs of their loved ones and things like that. It's going to be really interesting. What is this one? Have you guys seen this? An Illinois mom fatally shot last month. The police are asking for patience. Find these missing Black women. We went over several of these last time. That would be a good video just in itself. I did see this today. The man, the FedEx driver who killed Athena, they're going after the death penalty with him. Here, we'll end with this. It's a missing person. Maybe if anybody sees her or in the area, it could help somehow. I don't know, but I do like to talk about people that are currently missing, just to think maybe one person could see it and it could make a difference, or I don't know. So, missing Nevada woman stopped contact with family. Police seek tips. A missing Nevada woman who talks to her family on a regular basis has stopped contact, and loved ones are desperate for answers. Cassandra Colleen, 33, of Boulder City, was last heard from on January 11th. Family members told Boulder City police she typically checks in on a weekly basis. This is not like her, police said, according to ABC 13. Police need your help in finding Cassandra Colleen. Cassandra last spoke with her family on January 11th. She's known to frequent Boulder City, Henderson, and Las Vegas. If you know the whereabouts of Cassandra or have had contact with her since January, please contact Boulder City Police Department. 702-293-9224, extension 1. It's highlighted on the screen. You can also email Detective Mark Dubois at mdubois@bcnevada.org. Colleen is known to frequent the Boulder City, Henderson, and Las Vegas areas. She's described as a white female who's 5'3" and 125 pounds. There's so many missing people. You guys, there's 400,000 people go missing every year. It's unbelievable. And we only hear about a very small few. Allie, it's going crazy here in UK. We have strikes going on, protesting, people coming over on boats illegally, and our prime minister is turning the UK upside down. Wow. Justice for Athena. I work with palliative care, and the stories involving those transitioning are truly amazing. Oh, yeah, I know. Lokama, I hope that you'll be there then, because we were talking about, like, that's exactly what Melissa said when I talked to her about it. She's like, I can't wait to hear from, like, random people who have had these experiences with, you know, loved ones who have passed or near-death experiences or whatever, because you'll hear really interesting stories that way. Jumping up and down with happiness. Yay! All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me and learning about, or, you know, I'm learning too. We're learning about some of the things that are happening in our world. And yeah, thank you guys. Everybody who joined the memberships, everyone who, I was thinking, what if I do this? Because usually I've been doing these giveaways for memberships. But what if I do a giveaway for like a week, and the people who enter are the people who have like super chatted or super stickered or something like that, like as a way to say thank you, because I've done it for the memberships, but I'd want to be fair. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll have to go back and write down, and then like at the end of the week, I don't know, maybe I'll find it. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for even the fact that you guys will take, you know, an hour and 13 minutes out of your evening to hang out with me. It means the world to me. It really, really does. And to listen to what I have to say, I'm nobody. I'm a hillbilly, ex-addict mom from West Virginia, you know, and I don't know. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. Yes, Lokama, awesome. Okay, well, I can't wait to hear from you. Oh, yes, Nadine. I forgot. Nadine said that she will donate a goodie box of her wax melts as a giveaway. Let me think of a cool idea for that. Maybe we'll do that for like general subscribers, maybe in a chat one night or something. Me too, Meep. All right, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys and hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.